Here's a myth. Having an insurance agent costs you more money. The truth? An Allstate agent can save you a bundle by helping you get all of the discounts you deserve. Discounts for safe driving, anti-lock brakes, owning a new car, paying electronically, having more than one policy, and more. All told, the Good Hands offer more than 30 different car and home insurance discounts.
Give the Rutherford Agency a call today.
Hi, I'm Wallace Cunningham, Director of Multicultural Outreach with AARP South Carolina. I am here to let you know that AARP is about promoting positive social change, the kind of social change that benefits everyone, especially those persons 50 plus and their families. AARP wants everyone to have a high quality of life. For more information, give us a call at 803-765-7376 or visit our website at aarp.org.
Hi, and welcome to this edition of MyMetroTV.com Daybreak. First stop to the rest of the weekend. I'm Frederick Knight. Thank you for joining us today. Coming up on today's show, with the GOP presidential nomination in full swing, South Carolina's coveted first in the South primary has come under attack. Micheal Bailey spoke with the state's GOP Executive Director to find out what they're doing to maintain their position. Also coming up on today's show, in observation of National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we caught up with two organizations who are participating in the effort, and our own Lia Pettis sat down with Mahogany to find out how they're utilizing fashion to forward the effort. Also coming up, Kaela Harmon reviews Johnathan Green's Off of the Wall and Onto the Stage. All that and more coming up on this edition of MyMetroTV.com Daybreak. First stop to the rest of the weekend.
The Florida Republican Party's recent decision to move their presidential primary to January 31st has set off a political version of musical chairs as early primary states scramble to move their primary contest up to protect their coveted position. Traditionally, the RNC only allows Iowa, New Hampshire, Nevada, and South Carolina to hold primary or caucuses before March 6. I recently sat down with Matt Moore, Executive Director of the South Carolina Republican Party, to gain some perspective about the changing GOP primary calendar.
Mr. Moore, explain to us the importance of South Carolina keeping its first in the South primary status.
South Carolina has a long and storied tradition of picking the eventual Republican presidential nominee, beginning with Ronald Reagan in 1980. He won that primary and then went on to win the nomination. Kind of in an upset in a way. So South Carolina has picked the correct nominee since then. This primary brings a bright, positive spotlight on South Carolina that, in a state with some bad news sometimes, it's really a good thing.
What are some of the reasons that, in your opinion, that Florida's GOP would move their primary up?
It's all about relevance. You know, this primary, especially this cycle, is watched internationally. It's a chance for a state to have that bright spotlight on them, a chance for the voters in that state to get their concerns heard, discuss the really important issues with the presidential candidates. So that's why Florida has attempted to move up, and we moved ahead of them. We've said all along that South Carolina is an easy state to campaign in. You can go from the coast to the mountains over to the PD all in one day. It's a relatively cheap state to campaign in. The media markets are relatively small. But look at Florida. You know, Florida, if it costs $3 million to run a campaign here, it costs $30 to run a campaign there. So what the party has tried to avoid for a number of years now is having a de facto national primary day, which really hurts underfunded candidates, long shot candidates. We are first, South Carolina is first, and the other three states, Iowa, New Hampshire, and Nevada, are first because it gives those underdog and underfunded candidates a chance to kind of ramp up their campaigns before, say, running in a state like Florida where it's so expensive.
How could Florida's decision to move its primary affect candidates that are running in the primary this season?
Well, what it's done is it's really compressed the calendar, and a compressed calendar hurts, like you said, the candidates and the voters. From a candidate's perspective now, it's a lot more expensive to make it past January 31st, which is when Florida's primary is. Originally Florida would have gone March the 6th or thereabouts. Now you've lost a month of fundraising, and you've got to have a huge and massive campaign war chest to go down a campaign in Florida. So I would expect a number of candidates, if they don't do well in Florida on the 31st of January, to drop out, and that's unfortunate. This election is too important for Republicans to get wrong. We've got to pick the right candidate that can beat Barack Obama. And compressing the calendar into January, it really hurts not only the candidates but the voters in terms of them getting to ask questions.
What are some of the benefits to South Carolina's economy by having the first in the South primary?
Well, we've commissioned a couple of studies over the years, and for example in 2008 when both Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton and the Republicans were campaigning here, there was a fiscal impact, impact of out-of-state dollars growing our economy of about $50 million. So a huge impact on the economy. Now this cycle, granted, it's just the Republicans, so the number will be under that, but still in the tens of millions of dollars that these candidates bring to South Carolina. They spend money on TV ads, they spend money on staff, they spend money on hotel rooms and at restaurants, holding events across the state. So beyond the voters getting a chance to ask important questions, this primary really brings a lot of positive economic development to South Carolina.
The primary will be held January 21st, 2012. I had the opportunity to speak with Jessica Reese of Pynk Salon and Spa about their Breast Cancer Awareness Month activities.
The Midtown Mall Walk is a series of local fundraising events that raises money that goes to local charities and nonprofit organizations. The Mall Walk on October 22nd will be sponsoring or will be benefiting Project Think Pink. The host committee for the Midtown Mall Walk includes Foresight Communications, the MinorityEye.com, Java Suites, and of course the Pink Butterfly Signature Salon and Spa. For more information about the Mall Walk, you can go to midtownmallwalk@gmail.com, or you can go to our website, pynkbutterfly.com, and there's a link where you can actually go and register for the Mall Walk. And speaking of registration, early registration goes through October the 15th, and then after that it is regular registration.
The Columbia City Ballet kicked off its 2011-2012 season with its signature performance, Off the Wall and Onto the Stage, Dancing the Art of Johnathan Green. This breathtaking performance brings to life the stories behind some of the most powerful paintings from South Carolina low country artist Johnathan Green. The collection of pieces in this ballet take the audience through the full experience of the Gola culture, from work in the marshes to Sunday morning in the church house, all in a brilliant display of color and movement. Now, if you happen to miss Off the Wall, fear not, because the ballet season is just getting started. This fall and winter will bring to the stage more favorites from the ballet company, including Dracula, Ballet with a Bite, and The Nutcracker. And spring of 2012 will feature the timeless classics Romeo and Juliet and Beauty and the Beast, all of which are certain to inspire and enthrall. And don't think the ballet doesn't offer something for everyone. With a full third of the company African American, the ballet is committed to representing all of us. So, if you have yet to experience the Columbia City Ballet, I encourage you to check them out during the 2011-2012 season.
Hello, we are with Carissa Stricklamd at Mahogany, a boutique in the Vista on Lady Street, to talk about some of the efforts that she is going to be concentrating on for the month of October. Carissa, thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you.
We appreciate you taking the time out. Tell us a little bit first about your boutique and when you opened it.
Okay, Mahogany is a women's clothing boutique. We offer contemporary fashions, women's clothing, handbags, accessories. I opened in Columbia last year. It was October, I'm sorry, not October, it was July, but our official grand opening was in October. Okay. However, Mahogany has been in existence since 2006. We started as an online only, specializing in juniors apparel, just online. And then in 2009, I actually opened up a storefront in Atlanta. And then a year later, I'm here in Columbia.
Okay, great. So I've been looking around, checking out some of the fashions. What's your demographic? What's your age group of ladies that you service?
Well, Mahogany targets women ranging in ages 18 to about 45. However, you know, we get women of all ages because fashion is transitional.
Absolutely.
It reaches anyone.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about the program that you have going on. We know that you're doing some efforts for October, which is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. What do you have going on? You had your grand opening for the event on the 1st of October, was it?
Yes, we had a pink ribbon mixing event. It was a pink ribbon cutting mixer, sorry. And basically that's just kind of to launch off the month of October. October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and 20% of our proceeds are going to be contributed to the Susan G. Komen South Carolina Midlands to Mountains affiliate. And the reason I decided to take on this initiative is my mother is a breast cancer patient.
Okay.
She's not a survivor because she still lives with the disease, and she was diagnosed this year. So we decided that this could be a way we could contribute to a greater cause.
Okay. Well, that's awesome that you are finding time to do that. Have you shared this with your mother? How does she feel about that?
She's like excited. She's hyped.
That's good. That's good.
She's asking all the time, how's it going? How's the event going? She's not here in South Carolina. She's in New Jersey, but we keep her posted all the time. And luckily for my mother, you know, she's got great doctors, and you know, the advancements in medicine has come such a long way. If you saw my mom, she's the picture of health. She doesn't look like she's walking around with any sickness. Actually, her doctors are telling her if she keeps up at this rate, she'll die from something else.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, tell us what your hours of operation are, because I'm sure there's plenty of fashionable ladies that want to come by and check out your boutique. So tell everybody how they can get in contact with you.
Okay, Mahogany Me is located in the Vista, 617 Lady Street, Suite 100. That's downtown. If you need the zip code, it's 29201. Our website is www.mahoganymeshop.com. We're also on Facebook, facebook.com/MahoganyMe. We're open Monday through Saturday from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Closed on Sunday. That's the only day we're closed. And we're also online. You can visit the boutique online and send any requests through there if there's any. We also do personal shopping by appointment.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Carissa, for speaking with us. And we're definitely going to be checking out what you have going on for the rest of this month. Make sure that you come down here and make a purchase with Mahogany Me. Again, 20% of the proceeds are going towards the Susan Komen Breast Cancer Fund. I want to thank Carissa Strickland of Mahogany Me again for allowing us to come by and visit her boutique and hear about her initiative with the Susan Komen for a Cure. And we also want to make sure that we remind everybody that the style exhibition, the 5th annual style exhibition, will be taking place in April 2012. So make sure you stay tuned for details on that. You can visit us on Facebook, Twitter, or on the web. The site is www.3j-styleexhibition.com.